Hello, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. How are you? Well, this is a reading for the Divine Masculine for today, for this week, to see how he's doing from the eclipse season. And let's see what's going on in his mind space. In his mind space, he's juggling. He is trying to keep the balance between his emotions and his thoughts. It's also thinking about new beginnings. There is a lot of going on in his mind space, and it means he's overthinking about multiple situations I hear. And he's on the edge of a cliff, and he is not knowing if he has to jump or to turn around, and that's what I hear from the universe. He needs to have faith in himself, faith in the universe, and make a leap of faith. And you have to let go, and if you let go, things will all come in order. It's the trust of the universe. How does he sees the Divine Feminine? He sees the Divine Feminine waking up and making a judgment call. Really try to wake him up, but also teach him spiritual laws. It's also that he also sees it as karma. That karma comes around for a lot of Divine Feminine, or for the Divine Masculine. Karma is coming around of the past. I see new energies are coming in, new possibilities, new things. And the Divine Masculine, it's hard for the Divine Masculine to hear and listen to the Divine Feminine, as she has a lot of spiritual answers for him. What comes from the spiritual law. And he is not engaging with the spiritual law anymore. He is going in the flow, and because of the things that comes in from the Divine Feminine, new answers, new possibilities also. He sees that there are new beginnings. Seeing more things clearly. He sees that Divine Feminine is getting healed, but the Divine Masculine is really getting a judgment call to awaken his system. It's really a ruthless awakening, I hear. What is in his heart space? Wow, the devil. In his heart space is the devil. He can't reach his love, and it could be that he is connected with addictions, sex addictions, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, shopping addiction. It could be, I also hear shoplifting, all these kind of things that's going on in his space, taking things what's not his, and it could be that he's not really aware of it. Could be that, things, yeah, okay. So I hear shoplifting. It could be that he walks away out of a shop without payment, or going into seeing this shirt and he can't pay for that shirt, and go into the store, go and try it on and put his sweater over it so it can't be traced. So all of these things I see, but also sex addictions. I also feel it's collective. What's going on? Going on with child abuse, going on with satanic rituals. That's all going on during this time, during the eclipses, and that's in his heart space. Not in that amount, but the sexual addictions is coming up in his space, and it could be, you know, that he was abused as a child, and that now this is coming up to get healing. What does he want from his divine feminine? He don't want her to see. He don't want her to know. He don't want to let her know all of this. He's ashamed of some things, but there's also something going on with this that he don't want the divine feminine to see. I hear blind her. I need to blind her, otherwise she will know too much. She will see too much. And I don't feel safe if she sees too much for me. So he is not telling the truth. He probably will tell lies. There's probably another a third party in the relationship he don't want her to see, or a fourth or a fifth relationship that he don't want her to know. And he is blinding her. He's telling, oh, we are okay and we are fine and I love you and we're going on. But behind her back, there is another situation going on with another party. That's what I say and see and feel. And that's also a burden, you know. It's a burden for him, but it's also a burden for her. I see that things will change in this. It's in a time now that the feminine can't rely on the masculine, you know. I also hear she's nagging a lot. She is I hear that with this card, and that's let's see, how does he see the divine feminine, you know? How does he see, what does he see with the relationship with her? He sees it as a burden. He sees the relationship with her as a burden. Because I hear she nags too much, there's too much jealousy, there is too much harassment. If he is, she asks him too much questions about, you know, what did you do when you were at home? Were you with your children? Were you with family? And I hear she's jealous of the family. She's jealous of his children. She's jealous almost on everything. That she wants attention from him. She wants that attention. If he gives attention to someone else, she needs more attention, and that is really getting him in a burden, in a state of burden. And what is he going to do about it? Or the divine feminine needs to stop nagging, or he's ending the relationship. He is really ending. If the feminine has no control of her jealousy, if there's no control of her you know, her nagging, pushing him away, it's the end. And he is ending this. He is ending this whole situation. He is ending the whole situation. Okay. And how will he solve this? He will go to his divine feminine. He will start a new cycle with her. You know, it's this is the Empress. This is the person who knows who she is. She's not taking no shit from anyone else, you know. She's not taking any crap, but she is staying in this loving energy, the mother energy. She's staying in that. She's grounded. She is really is grounding herself. She's also supporting him, and that's supporting him in every other way. But I see that's and it will bring him a lot. I hear it will bring him a lot. What I where is his focus? His focus is on communication. How to communicate with her, how to... He is expecting an attack. He is expecting an attack. He's preparing himself to defend himself. And he is, and it could be that he's trying to force, you know, this whole attack, or forcing this to see how the divine feminine will react, so he can, you know, really lash out and I hear postpone things and having things in a way that he wants to go, you know. It's really yeah, that's what, yeah, that's how he tries to solve it. And you can't solve it with anger or with anything else. What will bring it? It will bring him the sun. Everything he needs to communicate with his divine feminine. So if he communicates with his divine feminine, it will bring him the sun. And healing will go quicker, I hear. There is a lot of healing going on at the moment for the divine masculine and the feminine, because of the eclipse season. A lot of things from the past need to be healed. So how does he want that the relation is going with his divine feminine? He is withdrawing, he's going within, he is shining his light within, he is getting his wisdom from the universe, he is connecting with the universe, he has a lot of knowledge, so he really wants to withdraw himself, think about things, contemplate and letting things go. And he is thinking about his addictions. He is thinking about everything that he did in the past that needs to be healed. Everything is coming up, and it's coming up to get healed. And maybe his heart finally gets healed from this energy, from the past energies, from childhood, from, you know, all the other things that happen in his life. How does he feels about the union? And I got 2 cards for this. He's thinking about money, but he's thinking how to create more money. But he's also seeing that new money is coming in, and on every level new things are starting to arise. He also knows that he has to follow the moon cycle if he wants to create this abundance, that he needs to create, to be in contact with the universe to create all of this, instead of connecting you know, to the addictions. So that's where he's going to work on. And what combines them together? What combines them is the past, the past grief, past healing, past hurt. You know, he left the situation, regret about the situation. Now there are two cups. You know, he's focusing on everything he left, everything he lost, and now he is seeing that there are two cups over. You know, in the back of his in the back of his back, behind his back, and he's just focusing on this because this is hurting. This hurt is coming around. This hurt is coming around to be healed, and that's probably why his divine feminine and himself are now together in union, to resolve all this. You know, they have to go through this. They have to go through this. And what brings them together? The end. You know, they both know it's the end. They both know they're from this end and healing from this past. There's a new beginning coming, and it would be a totally new beginning, totally something they both don't expect that would come out of it. So if there is a third party, you know, and you're cross watching, know that your divine masculine is telling you things that you shouldn't know. That there is, you know, that is no way that he will tell you the truth about it. So there are two things for these women in those groups who are going through this stuff and want more clarity on it. You can contact me for an extended reading, so I can figure out where you can make adjustments and where you need to go, maybe to turn it around, or maybe to clear it all out, the energies. But I see with these eclipses, this month of eclipses, you know, it's going to end again. And I also see that the masculine is going to leave the attachments to, you know, his addictions. I hear if it wasn't going anywhere, it's not going anywhere, it stops here. That's what I hear from the divine feminine. The feminine is really tired, sick and tired, you know, to be lied to and to be, you know, not getting the truth out of it, you know, out of him. Yeah, and I think it's for a lot of marriages, for a lot of relationships, it's ending this month. But for the twin flames, it's really a very good sign that it's possible to come back together again. Okay, now I have two cards. It was one from the masculine and one from the feminine. And for the masculine, the past is coming up to be healed, and it could be father wounds, child wounds, that needs to come up to be healed, and to be. There is a lot of things going on the masculine that and I also hear the masculine needs rest, because there is too much pressure on every side, and if he isn't taking care of himself, he will get another burnout. That's what I hear with this one. His heart is already starting to burn out, because his flame in his heart is just so small. It's not huge. It's not, even if there is addiction, even if it's you know, if you see him, he is doing, You know, if there's nothing going on, that he is perfectly fine, that he's enjoying his life, it's all a fake. It's all the mask and the addiction, what's going on here. He doesn't want to look at himself to see what he needs to transform, because it's just dark. You know, it's so dark that and so hurtful that he can't cope with that. He can't cope with that. And now what's going on, you know, in the dumps, you know, with the child abuse and the child sex trafficking and sex trafficking of women and using women and satanic rituals, that we're all going to banish that out soon. It's going to banish out, all of it. And I have a feeling it will be banished out on the 21st with the solar eclipse. So then a lot of things will really explode. Yeah, and the divine feminine, she is just taking her inner peace. She's going within. There's a lot of things that going through with the divine feminine also. She's also need to deal with loss of the past, loss of the father wounds, loss of the father. You know, it could be that there's a lot of loss going on, a lot of grief in the collective. That is what the divine feminine needs to deal with. And it's I hear she is mourning about all her loved ones. She's mourning about the people in her life that she lost, the people she had a relationship that she lost, the people who died that she lost. Everything is coming to the surface to be healed. And within this process and within this purging, she finds her inner peace. She tries a way to find her inner peace, because it's too much, because all of the surroundings, everything of the masculine and the feminine is about death. It's about losing. It's about people, lost people in their lives they loved. They loved, you know, everything is coming up now to be transmuted, to be healed. So if you want reading, I'm an email away. Look in the subscription box below. There is a notification bell. Just hit the bell, and if you resonate with this reading, thumbs up, and let me know how your journey is going. Let me know how it resonates with you. You know, it's really nice to hear how your journey is going and what's going on with your divine masculine in these times. If you're in union, if you're in connection, or if you're in separation. And I hear the ones that had separations many times, I hear they're done. They're done with all the separations. They're done. You know, there was, you know, their divine feminine, the divine feminine learned so much the past 2 years, that he is seeing that she is backing off, giving him space, but call him out if something is not right. You know, she's not putting the blindfolds on that he is doing to the feminine or to the karmic. Divine feminine is not taking that. You know, you can fool me once, you can fool me twice, but the third time, you're fucking out of here. That's what I hear. So, you know, this is what's going on this week. And I wish you all the best, and I wish you blessings. And my readings are 30 minutes for £33 and 60 minutes for an extended reading for £66. And if you want a long extended reading with healing, that's £99. So let me know. For a twin flame reading, it's 111. So let me know if you're interested in guidance, to see where your path is going. I will channel your divine masculine. It's specially for you. This is just a general reading that's for 4 groups at the moment, what I hear. And when you get a reading with me, there is clairvoyancy in it, and I will show you and I can channel the energy of your divine masculine. So let me know what's going on in your life, and I will see you later next week. Bye bye. Have a great time.